D, no-wheel drive 229. It's a beautiful day out here. Perfect day, actually. So what we're gonna do today is what are we gonna do today? I have to top off my car again. Getting tired of doing that. Also, another light came on. It's almost time for the 35,000 mile service. So we're gonna do that. And look at her. Yeah, son. We still need wheels though. We need wheels bad. And ignore the pollen on my car. But yeah, the wheels are kind of killing it now. And not killing it in a good way. They're like killing the car. Like, cause the grill is like, oh, mean. And then this, it's like, stock. So yeah, gonna do that. But I'm actually gonna go and get a massage. Oh, wait, most important thing. Startup is amazing, by the way. Cold starts are like life in this car. But yeah, we're gonna go and top off the oil again, and I'm gonna go get a massage first. So I don't know, just gonna start vlogging everything I do in my life. But yeah, so we'll get it going, and while I'm topping off the oil, I will explain why I don't do my own maintenance. So let's go. But yeah, so we just pulled up, about to get the massage, and that's gonna be like an hour, but for you it's gonna be like 2 seconds. So okay, so we back. That was awesome. Now shout out to Imperial Massage. That was cool. But yeah, great massage. So now we're gonna go and get the oil. B8.5 Is it synthetic? Full synthetic.
That's it?
Yeah, man.
What kind of car are you putting in it?
Audi S5.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's what I had to use in my Passat at 3.6. But it's hard to find. 1023.
Yeah, I was surprised they had it. Yeah, so I just put an exhaust on it too. I don't know if that makes it any more or not. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey T, I'll be right back. I gotta hear this. What'd you get?
AWE track exhaust. I got the full system. Yeah.
That's you?
Yeah, man. Let you hear.
Really?
Yeah, man. So yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good, man.
So he was super cool. Mm. when you say you have an exhaust, people like crap their pants. I'm gonna let this cool off for just a second. I'm paranoid about putting oil in when the engine's like hot, which the car had been sitting for a minute. I just turned it on to let them hear the exhaust, but maybe that was a little bit too long. It was on for like, I don't know, probably 10 seconds. Okay, it's actually not that hot. So here we go, y'all already know how I do. No funnel. No funnel. Skills. Definitely don't try this at home, y'all. Y'all be talking about I don't do my own maintenance. This is doing maintenance. So that theory is dead. Doing maintenance right now with one hand and no funnel. Like a boss. Like a boss. But yeah, now that we got that out of the way, now that I done that, we can talk about why I don't do my own maintenance, I guess, before I head back in. Pretty much, I mean, it's not very, you know, a very long story or anything. You know, I do know how to do it, so if that's what some of you are thinking, that's not it. Growing up, like I say, I had there were four of us. I had 3 brothers and sisters, and they were all, you know, a little older than me, so they all had cars, but, you know, like, you know, mostly older cars. My dad had to keep, what, 5 cars running at once, and so, you know, some of them were older. You know, him and my mom's car was a bit newer at the time, but, like, the kids' cars were older, so all the time he was, you know, having to tinker on them and, you know, fix random things. I think, my sister had, like, because this is back in the early 2000s, so my sister had like an 84 Accord. No, she had an 01 Accord. My sister had an 01 Accord. My brother pretty much fixed on his own cars. At this point, he was like 20 or something. So he had a bunch of different cars. Like, my brothers had all kind of cars. I think he had the Cadillac at this point. Or did he have the Impala? And my other brother, he had like another old Honda. So, you know, all the time we were having to fix on them. And so I would go out there with my dad. You know, I was about, you know, 8, 9, 10, you know, from that point up until when I got my own car. All the maintenance we did ourselves, because my first car was, of course, a 94 Accord. So, you know, brake jobs, and it had drum brakes, so that was horrible. But, you know, I've done drum brakes, changed the oil, you know, anything I needed to do, me and my dad would go out there and do it. So I definitely know how to do basic maintenance. Even the grill, I could have done that. I mean, it's like literally 2 bolts on each side of the bumper to take the bumper off and just take the grill off. I could have done that, but I just didn't want to. So I do know how to do the maintenance, or most of it. Some of the stuff on this Audi, like I don't have the VAGCOM thing, so I couldn't have done the rear brakes because I don't have a VAGCOM. So, by the way, Audi, who was like PR, who let it be called the VAGCOM? Like, who in the meeting was like, let's call it a VAGCOM, and who was like approving that? I don't know. The Volkswagen Group, let's be a little bit more.
Guys, these are all good ideas, but I think what people really get excited about is dropped museum popcorn.
But this is an ad campaign for a Nissan SUV. How does that possibly...
Phil, I was put in charge of this meeting, and we're going with dropped museum popcorn.
Volkswagen Group, let's have a little bit more checks and balances in place and not just call it VAGCOM and penis cum and whatever else y'all want to call it. But anyway, I don't have a vag com, so I couldn't have done that. But I do know how to do it, is my point. Growing up, did it all the time, my dad. Why don't I do it now? The answer is pretty simple, because I don't want to. Not really a whole lot else. If it's something really simple, I'll do it. Like I say, the grill on my E90, I changed it. I mean, that took like literally 10 seconds. I know my wife's car needs a in-cabin air filter. I'll change that. You know, I mean, really simple stuff, I'll do it. But if it's anything that's gonna take time, like, you know, taking the bumper off and, you know, making sure you don't damage it, and that's kind of time, especially like the exhaust. It just, I could have probably figured out how to do that, but it just, why? I'd rather just give you $200 and let you do it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the point I'm at in my life. The loss of however much it costs you to do it is just like, because keep in mind, I work nights too. So that means that, you know, I probably have to lose sleep in order to do it, or, you know, not go to work an extra night or something. So I'd rather just, you know, let you do it in like an hour, whereas it would have probably taken me, you know, 2-3 hours, especially because I don't have a lift. So I'd rather just pay somebody with a lift to go ahead and knock it out, waste less of my time so that I could be using my time to make more money, make more videos, sleep, do things I enjoy, go out to eat. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the only reason. I just don't want to, don't feel like it, don't need to. It's pretty much the same reason why, you know, you don't eat ramen noodles every day. You could eat ramen noodles every day and save money, but you don't want to do that. So same thing with me. I'm, you know, at a point where it won't kill me to have somebody else do the maintenance, and, you know, I can afford to do that, so I do it. I just don't feel like it. Same reason why you go to Applebee's sometimes, go to Waffle House sometimes, because you want to and don't feel like cooking. So it's, you know, the same thing. In America, I feel like we're pretty, you know, of course, you know, first world problems, you know, whether to do the maintenance on my own car or let somebody else do it, you know. But so you got to keep that in perspective. You know, there's people, you know, all over the world starving or whatever. So I mean, these problems are, you know, not really problems. But that's pretty much it. That's why I don't do my own maintenance, is because I don't want to. Will I do some in the future? Maybe, you know, if I have, you know, like a lot of time, or if it seems pretty interesting, then, you know, definitely I might do it in the future. But as far as my brakes and crap like that, yeah, probably won't be doing that. I'll probably just let somebody else do that. I might get a vag com though. It seems like that might be worth getting, especially if I'm gonna tune and do all that stuff. So y'all definitely let me know if you think it's worth me getting a vag com, just simply for when I tune it, and just being aware of what's going on with the electronics of my car. I might have to get a vag com, so I might do that. I might start doing some simple maintenance, but will I be the kind of person that just always tinkering on their car themselves? No, it's not really me. It's not really my style. I don't know if I'm fitting into the typical Audi guy thing that don't want to get dirty, but I don't. That's another thing. I hate getting like dirt on my hands. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but I don't know. I don't like doing that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's why I don't do my own maintenance. Also, you can usually find somebody, especially back home, back in Albany, you can find people to do stuff for really cheap, like so cheap to the point where it's like, why would I do that? Like, I know the guy that put Calvin's exhaust on did it for like, I think less than $100, like $100. So at that point, why? Like, why would I spend my time doing that? So up in Atlanta, it's a little bit harder to find somebody that's cheaper, but you know, Franco is the plug. So Franco got us, you know, Franco looking out for us. So that's whatever. But yeah, y'all, we really enjoying the channel right now, loving the growth. Y'all keep subscribing, liking, keep sharing everything, man. We trying to get bigger and bigger. Like I say, we got this t-shirt thing, our whole brand of Live Good. We're gonna have that on a t-shirt. We're gonna just push that brand. Might get some stickers put on the back. Yeah, man, love y'all, live good. That's why I don't do my own maintenance, but feel free to do yours. It might bring you closer to your car. So yeah, D, no wheel drive 229. Have a good day.